good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on what time of day you are currently watching this.
Yep. Good morning, good afternoon,
and good night.
Good night.
So we recently took a trip, and we went down to Florida for the 2024 HangCon, and man, was that fun.
Whoop, whoop.
So we actually, for this trip, we took all 4 of our kids.
We did.
Which, again, for those of you that don't know, this is my beautiful wife, Britani. She homeschools all 4 of our kids, actually right here in the UGQ headquarters.
I do.
So they are here every day, all day. So if you hear screaming in the background or happen to see a kid come wandering through, that is why. Because we are here on a Saturday morning, and our kids are in their room, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Dry run.
Yeah, 100%. There's going to be an issue. There will be screaming.
Yeah.
There will be stuff happening. So just be prepared, because you will hear
the UGQ kids.
You will hear them. So for this trip, we actually decided that we were not going to cram ourselves into a small vehicle. We went so we had been talking for a long time about getting an RV, so that we could start traveling to a lot more shows and going to different events and being able to take our kids with us, and Britani being able to homeschool on the road while I'm driving for 18 straight hours with no break.
Yeah.
Super, super great time. No, honestly, it was awesome. So we rented a 30-foot motorhome to drive down to HangCon this year, and it was awesome. The kids had an absolute blast. I don't think I got one "Are we there yet?" You may have got it because you were in the back, but I didn't get one "Are we there yet?"
Yeah, they were minimal, I'll say. They were minimal.
So what was it like traveling with kids on the road for the first time as mom?
I mean, it was a little bit stressful, but overall, I think they did pretty good. I mean, it was their first time, most of them anyway, traveling in general. So
yeah,
I was pretty impressed.
And our kids never fight, so it was like, it was a dream.
That's not there.
No, that was not the case. Unlike what you see on social media, our kids are just like every other kids in the world who fight and scream. Oh, you don't think so? You think they're worse? Oh, gosh.
No, I wasn't going to say worse. I'm impartial, but I think they're great kids.
No, they're good kids. They're great kids, you're right. But they definitely have their moments. They have their times where you just...
Well, put 4 kids in a metal tube driving down the road, and there's going to be something. But they had endless snacks and video games. And I feel like we set them
stuff
up pretty good. That's not how I traveled to start, so
no.
I think they got a great first experience.
My first road trip was, I believe, in like a Suburban, and back then I don't think people cared about seatbelts or anything like that. So we got thrown in the back, like the big open cavity area, and we would all lay down back there, and that's where we would be at for.
I didn't even get that glamorous of an experience. Mine was like a small car with like enough room for 4 people. Uncomfortably with luggage. My dad did that once, and we flew every year after that. So
nice. Yeah, flying will not be in our future, because last time I checked, 6 round trip tickets for 4 kids and 2 adults is not
that's
not as inexpensive as me driving for 18 hours straight.
Correct.
So we decided that we were going to start a tradition of taking our kids with us down to HangCon every year moving forward. It's Florida. It's a great opportunity for our kids to travel and, go through the mountains and see a lot of cool things. So they loved driving through Atlanta, seeing the big city.
They did.
Our kids have actually never left the state of Michigan, all but one of them.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal. It was a big deal for them to really see that there's another world that exists out there.
I think there was more excitement than there was fighting and chaos. It was more excitement about seeing everything and traveling and going to their first event. So I think it was more excitement and trying to keep them calm on the way there.
Yeah.
And then
the way back was totally different.
Yeah, totally different.
Which I feel like is always the case whenever you go on, when you're going to something, it's always like the anticipation, the excitement. On the way home, you're like,
right. But there was one other thing that I had to deal with where they were concerned, which was you dropping the ball with their Quillos.
Okay, really? You just got to go put me on blast like that?
Everybody at the event loved the Quillos, very well received, but had the kids had their 4 custom Quillos, I just don't even know.
So a few months ago, was it that long?
It was.
Geez, I really suck. Okay, so a few months ago, we sat down with the kids and we're like, look, we're going to give you guys, let you pick your own custom Quillos for Christmas.
Right.
And I kind of procrastinated the process. Well, I eventually sat down with them, let them each go through and pick out their fabrics and how they wanted it to look. And then I still didn't order it in time. So not only did they not get them for Christmas, but they also, then we told them, or I told them, oh, well, I'll make sure that they're done for HangCon.
Put in sound effect, oh.
I don't have that one. We need to add that on the presets. So I was like, oh, well, we'll make sure we have them for HangCon. And then the fabric still didn't arrive in time. And so when we got back from HangCon, that was my very first priority to make sure that the kids' custom Quillos were made. So we're going to show those to you guys right now because they are by far the coolest ones we've made so far. Our kids have excellent taste. And I think it would be a great opportunity for you guys to kind of understand each of our kids' personalities and what they like. So why don't you grab, we're going to start with the oldest. So grab that one. So there you go.
Do your thing.
So our oldest, Jeremiah, he loves the color red.
Yep.
Trying to figure out where the best. He loves the color red. So
and
this
he likes
was
like geometric patterns, things like that.
So this was the one that he picked with a nice crimson red inner. I would flip this out, do the old famous flip. You know, I'm starting to get recognized for the old.
Look out.
So this is Jeremiah's. This is a really cool one. It's got nice white stitching. This hand, all nice white stitching throughout. Looks really, really cool when it's flipped open. And there will be more pictures and videos and stuff of these particular Quillos in the future. But we just want to give you guys a sneak peek of what those look like. So there's that one. I'm just kidding. I'm not throwing it. Here, just pass it. Boom.
Boom.
So I bet you can't guess whose this is.
We have one daughter.
So she has decision anxiety.
Decision
on
fatigue
literally just about
to
everything.
The extreme.
She really struggles with, if she has more than one option of anything, it turns into short-circuiting, not sure what to do.
Panic.
So the fact that we even landed on anything is quite the miracle. So this pattern is what you see on the entire outside of the quilt, and then obviously it's got the royal purple inner. Again, super fun. It's got the nice pink stitching. I keep using the wrong hand.
Well, plus we looking at Ripstop, it's like there's so many options. She just
Also, huge shout out to Ripstop by the Roll because they are the ones that provide these amazing prints that you see on all of our products. Ripstop by the Roll has been one of our it keeps doing that thing.
I know. It's like, I'm like,
one of our most valued relationships. They have been incredible to work with and always provide the highest quality prints, and we couldn't be happier with how these turned out. All right, so that's Ella, and this one is our Minecraft
lover
child. So super big into video games, Minecraft, but is also his favorite. There goes the thumbs up. Apparently. Apple really likes these too, so we're filming on my iPhone. For those of you that don't know, that's why it has this setting when you do like a thumbs up that it keeps popping that up. So you might see that more. So this is his favorite color is green, and he is super big into Minecraft and all things kind of like video game looking. So this is a really cool green Digicam. Also again by Ripstop by the Roll. Green T inner. Again, looks super cool. There will be pictures coming, and then. We have.
Last but not least.
We're not going to say it's our favorite.
We're not going to say that.
We'll let you decide whether or not this one is your favorite. So this is our youngest. He is into all things super bright and vibrant and colorful. And
patterns.
This one, when it is flipped out,
favorite color is yellow.
Is probably the most eye-catching thing that you're going to see. So definitely stay tuned for that nice bright yellow inner, yellow stitching all throughout. Super fun, super cool.
So fun to create.
What a great gift idea for kids. I mean, I've had people since HangCon contact me saying, hey, I showed my kids your Quillo video, and literally we're freaking out saying, Dad, we want one of those. Can we get one of those? So look out. Gift ideas. I'm not pushing anything,
but events moving forward.
We will be displaying those ones as well as some other cool custom prints. We got to design yours still.
Mine,
it's going to be cool. Mine is going to actually just be an all black one that has a big UGQ logo on it, which is going to be pretty cool. And then we're also designing some for some other YouTubers. So that's going to be really fun and upcoming. Now, when we got to Florida, we were in what looked like just a swamp.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the Florida that our kids were expecting.
Oh, yeah. No.
So it was when we were driving in that they got to see all the palm trees and all that kind of stuff.
It was seeing the palm trees.
But at the event, one of the coolest things that I remember from like the vegetation was all of that Spanish moss that was hanging off everything. Right. The kids, I mean, they thought they were on another planet.
There was a lot of science lessons, I will say. And there were a lot of homeschoolers at the event. I don't think I've ever had so many conversations where it's like, oh, we homeschool. Oh, we do too. It's like that just does not. Since the pandemic, yes, you get more of that because there's virtual, there's so many options, but so many people in the community also seem to homeschool, which was cool.
Yeah, definitely a lot more than I expected to be there. But honestly, it was probably one of my favorite trips in life in general because it was something that we all got to do as a family. Yeah. It was the first time bringing kids to an event, which was... It was great. It was a great learning experience. I will say that. The only regret I have is not bringing any extra help between running the booth and having kids and the RV.
Yeah, I have that regret also, but the biggest regret I think I have is that we have like 0 family photos from that event. Like insert the one that Jen, a nice family that we've met.
Oh, Greg and Jen from Sugarlands.
Yeah,
man,
distilling.
Great people. Great people.
Snapped a photo of us on the way out of the park in our RV, and Jeremiah is not in it. So that was our one chance. He was in it. You just
Jeremiah is
again. If
our
we
oldest,
put it up
for those of you that know, if we can put it on screen, it will happen.
It's a great.
Jeremiah is notorious for
he's always missing the photo,
not recognizing where he should be standing. So we snap photos, and Jeremiah is always perfectly behind somebody.
Yeah.
To where you can't see him at all.
I wish I could put up like a bunch where it's just...
It's quite entertaining. It's kind of become his thing.
But it was my one chance.
You see like his ear appear.
Yeah, or his glasses, or his head. Yeah, something.
Yeah, we definitely need to up our photo game.
Yeah.
But but we're also just living the experiences. We're just trying to like be there and be with our family and enjoy our time together. Right. But, honestly, it was a great trip. So on that note, speaking of traditions, you and I have decided... depending on how much you guys actually enjoy us doing this,
approval.
We would like to do this as a regular Friday night podcast, to where you and I come on every Friday night and we talk about life and homeschooling and shop and running the business together and kind of all the ins and outs of what we have going on and new upcoming things, events that we're going to be at. Also, no, you go.
I was just going to say, I've always kind of been behind the scenes. Like, as you said in our little teaser, I've been kind of supportive as you've went on trips and built connections. And now that I'm in it, moving into support role with customers. And obviously you have me in here doing production, being...
Oh, yeah. And if you guys haven't seen that video, okay, real quick, I got to plug this. We have officially started a TikTok.
Yep. Official.
We are not good at it at all.
Well, we're new. We're learning.
If all of you that are watching, all 7 of you that are watching, if you could go over to our TikTok, we're going to put it on the screen right now. Mike,
plug.
He's not here, but he's going to put it on there. It's at UGQ_outdoor. Yep. I believe there are 2 UGQ TikToks that exist. The first one I had nothing to do with. I didn't create that one. It's the one that only has like 12 followers.
There's one with a white and orange, and there's one with a black and orange. It's the black and
orange. The black and orange one. So pay attention to that. So it's at UGQ_outdoor. We're going to be posting a lot of like more behind the scenes type stuff on there, stuff that we got going on in the shop, homeschool stuff, whatever.
So I could be making your next quilt.
There you go.
He's got me.
There's definitely going to be some exclusive content on our TikTok. So definitely go over there, give us a follow. It would be super appreciated. My kids would be super grateful. We should get them on screen with their puppy dog eyes.
Along with doing this, yes, that we plan on. Along with that, though, me kind of coming out. So now I'm coming out.
Don't smack the table. You hear that echo? Sorry if we blew out your eardrums.
Not coming. Okay. Me... Oh, I forgot.
Coming out from behind the scenes and being more recognized and
now I forgot where I was even
going.
You're
like you're about to eat that microphone.
I forgot where I was even going with that. So
you were basically trying to say that you were behind the scenes for a long time and now you're coming out to be more involved in the operation and kind of
I got you doing production. That was more funny, but I don't know. I think I was just talking about how I think it would be good for other either husband and wife business owners or other homeschoolers doing that, to see that there's a different way that you can homeschool. There's a different way that you can run a business as a family and just put it more.
We keep looking at ourselves too much. We have ourselves displayed here so that we can make sure it's still recording and we don't look ridiculous.
And put it more in a positive light. I think that's important. So that's kind of part of the reason why I'm moving in this direction.
And not only that, but if you have the opportunity to have your family with you at work, if you're a business owner or whatever it may be, if you have the opportunity, get the stigma out of your head that it's going to be way too much and too stressful. Because while it was at first, the more that we've worked through it and really have what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, you're usually good at helping me with this. Accepted, I guess. Once you've really like solidified the idea and accepted that this is like what you want to do, I can't imagine being at work now without you guys. And like, the kids at lunchtime, they're like, is it lunchtime? And then they want to come out in the shop and ride their scooters around and hang out with, everybody that's out here eating lunch and play ping pong. And, so it's turned into quite the experience. And I don't know, there goes the thumbs up.
Thumbs up to that.
Okay, let's tuck our thumbs.
Mine aren't out. It's all you.
But it's been awesome. And we will do our best to show more of kind of like the lifestyle side of like what we're doing here and how much our kids are enjoying being here. And honestly, I feel like when you're running a business, especially, you can get so consumed in like all that's going on in the operation and end up, working 100 hours before you even realize it, because when you're passionate about something, it's like super easy to do. And that was one of the conflicts that we had before, was how many hours I was putting in at work, and it just being like this almost kind of
like
wedge.
Home life.
I'm really struggling for words today. A wedge between us and our family, because I was gone a lot, going on trips and just always working. And now being able to have you guys here, now we're doing things together, having our kids here, being able to spend that quality time together, and still me not feel guilty about working long hours. Yeah. It's like, it's been the best of both worlds by far. And as far as I can tell, our kids are absolutely loving it.
Yeah. I mean,
how much are you loving
there's one complaint from the oldest, but that's
I thought you were going to say for you.
No, all of them actually love it. When are we going to the shop? Are we going to the shop?
Well, this morning it was like begging.
It's like second home.
When can we go to the shop? So we are going to do our best to film these on Thursday night so that we can have them published on Friday night. There may be some live episodes in the future, depending on if our following, justifies it. But I think it would be really cool. I think it would be cool. And then I would definitely like to get our kids on. I did shoot a little video with the kids before, but I wasn't sure if you wanted me to post it or not, so I deleted them all. But we will get them back on, maybe do like a 5-10 minute segment with each one of them, ask them kind of, those questions. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think people will really enjoy getting to meet them and their personalities and see the future of the company. Yeah. Or not, because none of them are really interested in being
they are
running the company, which is fine, because
we don't know. This is all new to them. They were always kind of like,
I'll just run it till I'm 107.
No, but back to what I was saying. One complaint from the oldest teenager, so likes to sleep anyway, that we have to get up.
I can't stop looking at you. You are so beautiful. Stop. Just look at you.
Quit. You're trying to.
She's taken.
She's trying to get brownie points or something.
I need all I can get.
But
trust me.
One complaint that now our life, doing homeschool, actually at home before, I've always been more relaxed with the kids. Like, you can get up as long as you don't have a meeting or like something pressing, you can get up when your body's ready. But coming here, different routine, it's kind of similar to if they got up and went to school. We have to get ready. You need to eat. We need to be at the shop at this time. And then they have their own little routine here that we do. So just that adjustment, that's his only complaint. He loves it here. I mean.
Yeah, well, because if he had it his way, he would sleep until 4 in the afternoon and then stay up until 4 in the morning.
So it gives them like a different
teenagers
way of living that they've not really experienced, but they're still homeschooled. So it's just like there's so many options on how you can do things.
If we do end up, making the investment into an RV, being able to, hey, we're going out to PCT days out in Oregon. Let's drive, and how many things we get to see along the way,
and learn about and teach them. Right,
so it's like we can map out that path and go, okay, here's some historic things that we're going to see along the way. So you can go into build lesson plans for, and then we can pull into those stops, and then they've already learned about it. Now they get to see it in person.
The places they're going,
and that type of education will stick with you forever. 100%.
It's like living and learning, and just so cool.
And that will probably also turn into more like vlogging and stuff like that, where we'll kind of vlog our trips. And we didn't do that with this one because we weren't sure how well the kids were going to do, and we didn't want to show our kids screaming the whole way on camera for 18 hours.
Not only that, but just the level of busyness. Like, I think we both were a little bit naive in thinking like, okay, this will be our first family trip. It's going to be and it was fun, but it was like you didn't have, like, there was no staff there, so it was like you or I getting constantly pulled for purchases or help with this or set up that, and then the kids, which was good. There was like a kids community essentially, but they still, need to be taken care of. So a little bit naive on like preparation and what it was actually going to be like, but it was like our first kind of dry run as traveling as a family. First event, like you and I, a big event. So, I feel like there was so much to take away learning for next year. And
as of right now, we are planning on being at Trail Days. So, please come and see us. Come and say hi. Yeah. We would love to have...
Probably no kids at that.
Honestly...
That'll probably be just Mr. and Mrs. UGQ.
I haven't booked our spot yet, so hopefully we'll be there. We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe we won't be there.
They are on my schedule to call Monday morning, so we'll see if we make it down the trail. If not as vendors, we'll be there. Because we'll be famous YouTubers by then, and we'll have like this huge crowd.
Yeah,
and
just fight them away.
We'll literally, nobody will know who we are. Still nobody knows who we are, which is fine. We'll get there someday. We will get there.
Yeah,
we built a cool studio, which is nice. Mm-hmm. That's gotta count for something.
It should. And a homeschool room in the shop.
Right.
It's like, you just don't hear about that too often.
Yeah. No.
Which once that's like, it's not officially done.
Eye contact.
Oh, sorry. It's not officially done. Once it is, we'll be sure to give a tour, kind of more in-depth look at how that looks. Yeah, we got to get the flooring finished in there and a couple other things, and get some better shelving and storage and all that good stuff. I mean, it's cool, but I want to show it, like when it's really cool. So get to work.
That's for real. What she just did, that actually happens. That is not even a joke. Yeah, no, it's
or a little. Let's get to it. He built this. Like, what excuse does he have?
Okay, quit smacking the table. I need to get a less hollow table.
Yeah,
I think I need to spray foam the whole underneath side of this, so when you're on and you're not. And you just like,
it's hard when you have a husband who is so capable. It's like, what is your excuse?
See, and that's so for those husbands that are out there listening, if you're going to do it right, you have to make it look as though you absolutely know how to do nothing, or you will be roped into how long is my to-do list?
Your honey-do list.
Yeah. How long is that?
At home.
Which is why I ultimately decided we're just buying a new house, because it's going to be quicker.
This is home, and that's like second home. I said it the other way earlier, but no, it's really like here's home, and then we're there at night to sleep.
No, we have a great home, and I really enjoy being there. But this has been our dream.
Yeah,
for a long time, was to have a nice big open shop and a place that we can really like put our roots in.
We wanted to
business
homeschool there. We wanted me to have an office. We wanted to travel on the road. It's like all of it is just.
You really like smacking that table.
I smack every time.
Honey, quit doing it.
It's all coming to fruition.
We're going to put a warning on the screen to turn your mic down every time Brittany goes to smack the table.
It's like I go to... I get why you guys all say, what do I do with my hands?
That you're too close.
Yeah, I'm very
close. And we got these sweet new chairs.
Yeah,
so
I can't even see.
If you're a big famous person, you'll want to come to be in the studio, because these chairs
are just legit.
These chairs are nice.
Yeah, I was doing the stool, that's why I was like.
And then we were like.
But now I just I'm about to do it again.
Yeah, don't do it. So, anyways, you'll want to be here. Trust me.
Place to be.
You're so cool. So again, yes, if you guys enjoy this type of content, where you're kind of just hearing more about us and our story and kind of what our home life is like and our family.
About that.
If you don't,
husband and wife running a business,
we're gonna do it anyways. So just deal with it, because we have nothing better to do on our Saturday than come to the shop and film.
Right, nothing better.
Yeah, we could be cleaning the house, because it definitely needs it, which I think we're actually going to do after
house
here.
Is very clean, but
well, I know that, but I'm saying like we still have we're still unpacking from
the trip. Still
unpacking.
I'm packing here. It's all over there.
So, but please, one of our biggest goals for building the studio and doing more of this is because we genuinely think that we have something really awesome here, a great family and a great business, great products, and we really want to be able to show it to more people, and just overall produce more content. It's the way of the world. People want to see what everybody else is doing, and we definitely want to do it more. We want to show more because, I've said for years, we have such a fun, not just a super practical and cool and cool. Functional products, but we have ones that are really cool, like we just showed, like those custom stuff, where you can really like personalize your gear. That's always appealed more to me than anything else, and that's why we've focused so heavily on custom, because it's like, where else are you going to go to get something of this quality, but also that meets your exact needs, and you can, and also I will say, because of our relationship with Ripstop and how amazing they are and what they do in their operation, which we actually went down there in August, which was super fun. And if you're not following them, please do.
For sure.
Not virtually anything that's available on their website, we can print onto a quilt or a Quillo or whatever. But also they have a custom design tool where you can upload any image that you want. So, Quillos make a great throw blanket, Christmas gift, birthday gift, whatever, where you can print a cool family picture on it. You can print a picture of your dogs or, your husband while he's sleeping with his mouth open and drooling, whatever it is. Like if you're a business and you want to print your logo on it, or a YouTuber or whatever it is. We have heard a lot of feedback of people wanting to use these at football games and different sporting events, traveling, endless possibilities for that doodaddy there.
I feel like my nose is running.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. Do not offend the people.
Mine's not running anymore.
I want to offend the people. I want to cross my legs so bad.
So this is going to become a regular thing. Again, this is kind of our first official episode. We did that little teaser, which I think most people thought was cut out of an episode. It was not. That was actually the whole thing. That was us testing.
It wasn't even all of it, but that was like.
That was us testing the studio and the sound and the lights and kind of getting things figured out and see how people would respond. So I don't know how many bloopers we're going to get out of this, but.
Well, I was trying to be more professional. So the more we do this, though, it's just that's not even us being funny. And that was literally just our interaction. So it's going to come out,
Yeah.
It's just go, okay, keep moving.
Yeah, and smacking and
I'm creating a lot. See, that's the blooper. I'm like, what do I do with my hands? What do I do with my legs? I'm not professional. It's like, you hear all that?
Anchor. This is why we wear the headphones, because we can hear all the clickety-clackety and thumps, and I'm sure you guys can hear it too, and I'm sure it just sounds so good.
But I always thought, like, whoa, jeez, that was loud. Sorry about that.
I got to turn my headphones down. Blew my eardrums out.
I think it's interesting to see, like, a lot of business owners want to see other business owners like producing content and talking about what that's like, but to get the other side of it, I guess oh my God, the microphone. I'm just giving the people what they want with the bloopers. I
love you so much.
Let me just put it down.
Just pull it up. You pull it up closer.
I don't like it that close. Now I keep hitting it with my mouth. All right. Sorry.
We are so professional. You're doing a great job.
Giving people like another inside look. That's my own little plug, I guess. But I've always been more private of a person. I've tried to keep our life, like social media has even been hard for me just because, I don't know, just that's our world is so saturated in it. I wanted like some level of privacy, and you
never see the real version of anyone's life.
Yeah, it's like a highlight reel, I feel like.
Or we're going to post the real stuff.
I don't put... But
stay tuned.
I think for me, as somebody who homeschools, somebody who co-runs a business with my husband, like just different lifestyle than I really see a lot of people. I'm sure they're out there. I just don't know them personally, but it would be content that I would want to see. Yeah. So is it what other people want to see? I don't know, but it's just showing you there are other options.
Nowadays people want to see the crazy stuff, like the train wreck stuff where you can't look away. So if we're going to keep people coming back, we're going to have to figure out some crazy things to do on here.
Our kids will be seen more now. You will see the UGQ kids. They do exist.
Which they don't even have any UGQ swag.
Yeah, that's...
We got to fix that.
Dad's fault.
Yeah.
But
Again,
giving a
I
different
suck.
inside look on, hey, there's a different, pretty cool way to live life that, I don't know.
Well, and we're also going to be letting the kids come help on the shop floor, pound out quilts, run the down blower.
Child labor. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Told you, unfiltered.
They enjoy it. It's good to see as business owners that our kids actually, it's not so much that they're like, oh, I can't wait to take over UGQ someday.
I got to figure out how to make this table less hollow sounding. It's like literally. If you have any ideas on how to make this less hollow sounding, keep them to yourself. I'm just kidding. Tell me, because it would be.
I was saying that it's not that our kids at this point are like, oh, I can't wait to run UGQ. They're just kind of learning. This event was like a really good opportunity for them to see what that's really like, and like
how much work goes into it, and
the
how
good,
popular
the
their
bad.
mom is.
Oh God!
Come on, let's be real. You're more popular than me.
The product, okay. Although I've been asked for several times, it's like, come on. I'm just kidding.
Look at you.
I'm so humble. I'm humble.
There's a reason why people are asking for more.
It's because of my great hat. This hat. I'm telling you.
I bet you that this whole thing would do better if I was just not here.
No, we're a team. It doesn't work without one without the other. Anyway, good. Okay. So in all seriousness, I've noticed our kids are all showing like the entrepreneurial. It's hard to say. Mindset. Like
I was gonna try to correct you, and then I said it in my head, and I was like, it sounded the same as what you said, so I didn't.
It's just a difficult word, but I was willing to try it. I was willing to try it live on the air. So this is not live. They're all showing that kind of mindset.
Pre-recorded.
Like I want to have like my own business or my own thing that I do. So to me, that's huge, because I don't want their dreams to end at, I'm going to go work for somebody else and fulfill their dream, and then I'll get a little bit of mine at the end of my life. It's like, I want them to see the possibility, and I think they do get a lot of that here.
Yeah.
So it's good.
It's well said.
I'm just giving myself a little plug, I guess. No, it's not me. It's the whole picture. So
you're doing so good.
Yeah. Thanks.
So why don't you conclude our video?
You're like the main host. I feel like you have to conclude the video. I mean, I get it. I'm like the most important person on this podcast, but you
have been hanging out with me for too long.
You are the main host.
Oh, if you have not seen it yet, please go over to our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. How can we forget?
One of the coolest things.
Also an up and coming thing. So subscribe.
Yes, go
like it.
subscribe, follow.
Give us the love.
Get on the Insta chat and FaceGram.
I keep saying we're coming out. You got to play that song. I'm coming out.
That's a good one. We do a lot of parties here where we play that song.
Yeah, but we are on social media. It's like we've kind of just been like keeping it considered. Now we're like, yeah, let's get out there. Let's just like show people what we're doing.
But yeah, go to our YouTube channel.
Put them down here, Mike.
We have not very much content on there yet. Some older videos and stuff like that. But we're going to be doing a lot more across all of the social media platforms. Yeah. So, like I said, if you enjoy this type of content, please go. You subscribe on YouTube, right? Yeah, and then you follow us.
I think people say like and subscribe. And see, I don't even know. Sometimes I feel old, like.
Oh, we're old. Have you seen? You guys can't see it from there, but there is about 77 gray hairs.
Yeah, this has died, so.
Yeah, well.
They'd be gray.
We're not all on that level.
No, I'm not going to call him out like that.
Yeah, no, he definitely is the reason why we are as gray as we are. But yes, please. Okay, so what I was going to say was on our YouTube channel, I had the opportunity to sit down with Adam from Hammock Gear. So Adam is the founder, president, CEO, ultra cool guy from Hammock Gear. Yep. We had the opportunity to sit down and have a very entertaining discussion when we were down at HangCon. So if you haven't seen that video, please go. Did you see that thumb thing pop up again? There's like 12 of them in this video. I think it's
whenever you put your hand up.
I got to keep my thumbs tucked.
How come it doesn't work for mine? Whatever.
So please go check that video out, because again, it was a huge. It was a big deal. Yeah. It was a big deal for two major competitors to sit down and have a very fun, entertaining discussion. And we also decided, based on that video, that we are going to. Did it do it again?
No, I don't know. I was
because you keep looking.
I keep looking.
So him and I decided that we're going to do a trip together. We are going to use each other's gear, and it's going to be super fun, entertaining. We're going to have kind of a whole production around it. Yep. But please go check that video out. I don't know if they're planning on posting it or not.
Yeah.
But either way, it's on our YouTube channel, so go check it out. It was a really, really fun time, and Adam's a great guy. Hammock Gear's a great company, and I'm super thrilled that we were able to do that with them. So definitely go check that out because it was definitely a good time.
It was fun.
Other than that,
also on Instagram, we're
this is going to go forever
to 10,000 subscribers. I feel like when we get to I don't even know. I'm old.
I don't know either.
Like
it really
followers, whatever. I feel like something has to be done.
Yeah.
So here I am incentivizing you.
Go
to
now.
Instagram. Get us up to 10,000 followers. Right?
Yeah, I think
Likers,
it's followers.
Subscribers, whatever. And we'll do something so awesome.
We need 10,000 likers on Instagram.
We'll do 10,000
likers,
so
please.
Awesome. This is Mrs. UGQ promising.
We just crushed the crushed. Oh God. I haven't eaten yet today, so we just crossed the threshold of 50 followers on TikTok.
50.
Woo! We are crushing it on social media. 50 of you beautiful people followed us on TikTok, and it's amazing.
Yep. So if you want to see him, me, our kids, the shop, the staff, the trips,
any of them, which I will be in future episodes sitting down with each one of the staff members so they can basically roast me for an hour and talk about how terrible it is here and they're all the good stuff. So you guys will get to meet them in upcoming videos. So again, all the more reason for you to be subscribing and following and likers and all that good stuff.
Mike can put it all down at the bottom.
Yeah, and make sure it says
social media.
Make sure it says likers. We need as many likers as we can.
And if you hate this, I guess tell us that too.
But still liker it because it.
Yeah, whether you like it or I know
just
that
like it.
I know that even if you dislike it, it still is like for our benefit. So do that.
Don't tell people to. Okay.
I've just heard that from another YouTube channel.
Don't tell people to dislike our stuff.
Disliking, it's like okay.
Oh man, she's out of control. Don't listen to that. Don't dislike it.
We'll see.
Either love it or like it. Those are your two options.
Okay. Well, Mr. UGQ.
Mrs. UGQ.
You can close us out since you're the. You'll appear
My lips
when I
really
don't.
dry.
I won't always be on. I know.
You're going to be on every week. Every week. So every week, this is going to be a thing.
I'm saying when you bring
as long as we're not fighting.
Flying people in. There's a lot.
Let's be real. There may be a week or two where you're not here because I did something stupid and you're mad at me and. I'm here at the shop filming by myself.
I wouldn't do that to my loyal fans that don't even exist yet. But
no, because that'll end up turning into a really good episode where you let out all your anger. And
I'll come on alone, lock you out of here.
Oh, boy.
But
good thing you don't know how to use any of this.
In all seriousness, you're going to show up when I don't at times, so I can't be closing it out. I can't.
Well, plus I'm going to have a lot of other guests.
Plus, you tried to do this to me in the first video where you said, well, let you wrap it up. And I said, no.
I want to have you on every week because... for eye candy reasons,
so
just all the...
No,
it's not that. It's really good for people to see husband and wife interactions in a positive way.
Yeah. Not that it's perfect, but, 13 years, there's something to be said for that, I think.
You're perfect.
We're young.
You're perfect.
He's too much.
Love you.
But... 13 years, we're young. It's like there's something to be said for that. I think we were young parents.
I'm young. You're not young.
I'm only a little bit older than you.
Well, you like to tell everyone every time we meet him. You're like
to
hi,
tell
I'm Brittany. I'm Chad's wife. I'm older than him.
You like to
more
tell
experienced, more wise.
But I think that it's pretty cool.
And a lot of people really like you.
They really do. I have a lot of likers. So
that is a T-shirt that is getting made for sure.
It should be.
That's gonna say all of our social medias, and then please like our.
It was said we need likers, or I don't even remember what I said, but it's fine. They knew what I meant.
I love you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to end this podcast now. I don't know how to formally end a podcast, so we're just gonna say.
We'll see you next time.
Hasta luego or hasta la vista.
See you next time.
What's the adios? I know that one. Adios. And
hasta mañana. I think see you tomorrow.
But we're not gonna see him tomorrow.
Or is that later? I'm really doing myself an injustice.
Hasta next week. And
we will see you next week.
We will see you then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I better quit the recording.